What the? Who the? How'd you?
Not big on completing sentences, are you?
You're just... I can't believe... You're not supposed to be here! We've been through 10 kinds of pain getting to this vault, and not to watch you open it first. Skavik, you there? You want to see this, boss? We're at the vault, but we're not alone.
Too perfect. I love it when everything comes together like this. How's life treating you, Captain? You enjoying my ship and all my stuff? What about that two-faced Risha?
I'm having the time of my life.
Too bad it's over now. Still owe you for that mess on Coruscant. You have any idea the grief I'm taking? I could kill everybody who cracks a joke, but that's a lot of work. So why don't you just die already?
I'm ready to settle this when you are.
Glad to hear you're on board with the plan. Roxer, I want you and the boys to spare no effort killing my friend, and make it as painful as possible.
You heard the boss. Fry this fool!
Here's where this came from.
You got the astrogation chart, didn't you? I can tell by the look on your face.
Did you ever doubt me?
If I did, you've just made me a believer for life. That astrogation chart belonged to an exchange gangster named Davik Kang. Davik personally mapped dozens of hyperlanes between the core and outer rim systems. He found shortcuts and hideouts all over the galaxy.
How does this chart help us find Nocdrayan's riches?
Patience. Good things come to those who trust their partners. Have you studied much galactic history, Captain? Interesting patterns emerge if you pay attention. Davik Kang's criminal empire ended when this planet was destroyed. Nocdrayan's empire was born when he destroyed a planet.
I'd like to destroy a world someday.
I hear it's the thing to do if you want to leave your mark on the galaxy. Certainly worked for Nock. Once upon a time, there was a pirate haven on the Outer Rim called Mandelia. Thousands of criminals lived there. One bright morning, Nocdrayan's freighter dropped out of hyperspace over Mandelia. He demanded the pirates surrender to him or die.
Pirates aren't known for surrendering.
They weren't afraid of a lone, lightly armed freighter. They thought Nock was crazy. When the pirates sent their reply, Nock launched a single rocket at their settlement. The warhead was tipped with an Imperial nerve toxin. The entire settlement died in less than a minute.
How many people did Nock murder?
10,000 greedy pirates, give or take. That day at Mandelia, Nocdrayan went from being a low-rent smuggler to one of the richest criminals in the galaxy. Anyway, that's how the legend goes. I should probably let you get back to work.
For such a foul-smelling planet, I sure had fun.
Congratulations on a job well done. I definitely signed on with the right spacer. At any rate, I'm ready to leave Taris. I'm sure we can find someplace more interesting to be.
Got a bad case of wanderlust, Risha.
Hey, it's one of my best qualities.
So, how about that war, huh, Captain? You think the Republic will stop hiding behind the Treaty of Coruscant and admit they want the Empire wiped out? It doesn't sit right negotiating with people who want every man, woman, and kid dead.
You practicing your speech for office?
You trying to tell me you don't think about it? I do. I joined the Peace Brigade when I was 14. I know what a world looks like when the Empire's done with it.
The way Skavik talked, I thought you were fresh off the farm.
Me and Skavik weren't as close as he thought. The Brigade's a relief organization. Go into worlds abandoned by the Treaty of Coruscant. Help people displaced by the Empire. I was a kid looking for an adventure. After 2 months, let's just say there are no kids in war zones. So, how'd you end up out here, Captain? Was there ever a time you wanted something more normal? A husband? Kids? Someone to take care of you?
I take care of myself. Always have, always will.
I'm not trying to start anything, Captain. Just thinking about a guy I met in the Brigade. A merc. Fought for the Republic for 20 years. I was 16, fresh off the ship. This guy gave me my first blaster.
What kind of moron gives a blaster to some kid on a community service project?
It was a war zone. I was the crazy one, going unarmed. I was just squeamish. I mean, sure, I'd handled a hunting rifle, but never anything aimed at people. This guy told me, gun's just a tool. You use it to destroy, or you use it to protect against those who would destroy you.
Guess you didn't figure that one out on your own.
So it's not exactly astrophysics, but it made sense to me. You can't protect anything if you're afraid to be out there shooting. I brought Torchy home, and my parents made me lock her up, told me not to wish away peace. I didn't have her when the Separatists came.
I love Nar Shaddaa. This is the place you get everything you never knew you wanted. The only laws are the ones people make with bribes or blasters. It's good to be home again.
Good thing I have plenty of credits and ammo.
Always a smart policy. There's a hut here named Druga who has a prototype starship engine. We need it to find Nocdrayan's fortune. Druga and I made a deal. He'll trade the starship engine for that caged beast.
No job is simple when a hut's involved.
Druga is far from the worst hut I've dealt with. When he gets crazy, just smile and nod. Druga's hosting a giant moving party on his pleasure barge. It stops periodically at different locations. Right now, it's on the promenade. I sent Druga several messages, but he never replied. You'll have to make contact the old-fashioned way.
I'll teach that hut a lesson in manners.
Rich people can afford to be rude, and Druga's as rich as they come. Before you go, one more thing. I know there's a price on your head from Rogan the Butcher over some business on Ord Mantell. Word on the HoloNet is, Rogan's personal bounty hunter is here on Nar Shaddaa. His name's Zank Helrot. Watch out for him.
Who told you about the price on my head?
I ran a background check on you before we left Coruscant. A girl can't be too careful. The sooner we finish our business with Druga, the sooner we can be someplace Zank Helrot isn't. Have fun at the party.
The situation is like navigating an asteroid field.
Hold, you hut-slaying scum! The cartel demands that you pay for your crimes. Listen to the Wookiee boast of his murders. This monster has slaughtered entire Hutt clans, but his reign of terror ends. Before he dies, he will know true fear. We Kalish warriors swear it by our blood.
That Wookiee's not afraid of you, pal.
Keep back, you idiot. That beast will tear your head off, just like he did to Nordro the Fearless. His claws are stained with the entrails of many. His bloodlust can't be satisfied. Warriors! Kill these scum!
Whoa, Captain. Don't get so close. Thing's liable to tear your arms off and beat you to death with them.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
Tell that to the reptiles littering the floor.
What's your story, Bodar?
Kapatonga, Chisa Bijawongi Chikatoko. Nabiska Kulbalia Biti Bodenya.
Those Kalish ticked me off.
Hagwabaska Bunyu, Waska. Chiliska Chanagawanin Chikospa Inikudade. Kipuna Malituta Odmishka Kabano Tasema.
Life's full of disappointments, roly-poly.
Boka. Tektalia Shneklula. Woska Kwapot Nuta. Va Fopaji. Wanda Humpa. Murira Pampawula. Ji Dokaliska Chanaga. Bomba Kombatni.
You made a deal, Druga.
Gadwachine Oiga. Anulio Oka Kisa Spina Perupa. Kulira do Kanki Konka Strong Chidoba. Domicha Kulka. Dumaji. Taus Azalas Uval.
I'll go. After I bury my blaster in your flabby head.
Conchuta. Kasuyali Koira. Dokanki Kong. Putula Musta. Wogranik Nampio. Dupushi Wampa.
We overheard your conversation with the Great Feast Master. Druga can be most fickle. You have our deepest sympathies, we are sure.
Is there anything we can do about it?
If you seek to conclude your business with Druga, use his fickle nature to your advantage. Returning Druga's female beast would rekindle his interest in yours.
I don't even know what happened. How am I supposed to find this thing?
Look here. This holo recording was left by the thieves who stole Druga's female Shanjaru. It may interest you.
When will the Hutts learn that nature's creatures are not for their sick entertainment? So long as innocent beasts are victimized by the decadent slave masters of Nar Shaddaa, we will fight freedom for all life.
The woman continues like this for another 3 hours. We use her recording to lull ourselves to sleep at night.
She's a real windbag, all right.
We are grateful her discourse is not the equal of her passion. We need our rest. The woman is a wealthy Republic senator's daughter. She violently opposes all who abuse wild creatures. She spends her father's wealth hiring mercenaries to fight her war. They maintain a base nearby.
Maybe I'll find that woman or the creature she stole at the mercenary base.
We are sure we do not know, but perhaps those mercenaries do. Should you discover any useful leads, bring them to us. We will happily assist your search.
Kapatonga. Chisa Bijawongi Chikatoko.
We will dock this pleasure barge at these coordinates. Find us there. Good hunting.
You killed those men. What kind of monster are you?
Hey, those mercenaries shot at me first.
Sure, justify your slaughter. That's what your type always does. The Shanjaru is gone, and I'll never tell you where Momi took it. I'm ready to die for my cause. Are you?
If you won't listen to reason, listen to this.
Better than blasting her, I guess. Let's see what she's carrying.
Tirka, I'm leaving you in charge until I return. Leger says there's a way to smuggle the Shanjaru off-world. We'll return the poor creature to the wild where it belongs, and show those scum they can't exploit nature on our watch. I'll return from Leger's as soon as I can. Freedom for all life!
At least we got a name. Maybe that blue-headed fella at Druga's knows this Laje.
That blue-headed fella has a name, Corso.
And if he didn't talk all strange, I might know what it is. People here need to work on their communication.
We are so pleased to see you alive. How goes the search?
The woman who stole Druga's beast took it to someone named Laje. Ever heard of him?
Chiliska tanana ime chaijo ronchika. Igunamo ubanjoralipa istimbo.
You are one messed up individual.
Kutsinamchie jatongi ma techu.
Do not despair, O great feast master. We will find you suitable entertainment. Druga must be more gentle. He forgets the Wookiee is collateral. When the gambler repays his debt, he will expect his Wookiee returned intact.
Why's that?
The gambler won the Wookiee playing Sabak. Forget that beast, Your revelation is more interesting. The Senator's daughter has made a critical error trusting Laje. He is no friend to her. Before the Empire imprisoned Laje in Shadowtown, we purchased some of his beast experiments for Druga's pleasure. Ghastly abominations.
Why would Druga buy this guy's creatures?
Laje is a genetic engineer. He manufactured a few interesting predators Druga found amusing. If Laje has Druga's beast, it may already be too late. Shadowtown is extraordinarily dangerous, but you must hurry.
Kras kanuta, prenokas purta.
If you find Druga's Shanjaru, come to these coordinates. Goodbye.
And hello. The name's Zank Helrod, Captain. I'm Rogan the Butcher's personal bounty hunter.
Is that a man or a hover tank?
You like my armor? I polished it for this occasion.
Zank, you're the shiniest bounty hunter I've ever met.
Rogan says I can bring you back in pieces. Hope you don't mind. I've got some new weapons to test. You've got a half-dead Wookiee for a sidekick. Guess beggars can't be choosers.
Bodar, I want you to sit this one out.
Too bad. I need a new Wookiee pelt.
Beautiful children. You killed them all. Why?
You have something that belongs to Druga the Hutt. Please, kill me.
Captain, it's that girl from the Hollow. Momi Andrell. What did the sick filth heap do to her?
Leger used me for experiments. Did terrible things. I'm dying.
He'll pay for what he's done to you.
I don't care about revenge. Don't let him keep that beautiful beast. He's sick.
Silence, test subject. The Shanjaru is invaluable to my research. I need it. The species displays evidence of evolving sapiens. I must unlock its secrets to engineer my perfect life form.
Slaves! He wants to make slaves!
Smart beasts that comprehend complex commands and perform multi-stage tasks. What the buyers do with them is their business.
Why did you experiment on this poor woman?
I certainly wasn't about to use my children. I have no desire for hostilities with Druga or his agents. I extracted genetic samples from the Shanjaru. They'll have to suffice. The beast cage is a programmable repulsor-lift vehicle. I'll send it to Druga immediately.
Druga only wants the Shanjaru so he can eat the last of a species!
And the Hutt will have his meal shortly. There is no reason for more violence.
What you did to Momi is reason enough, you filth.
How can you take her side? Her kind would leave us rotting in ignorance.
The Shinjaro's genetic samples are the only way to save the species! Get them from Leger!
Wait! I'll pay whatever it takes to keep these samples. Leave me in peace so I can finish my research.
You're extinct, you lunatic.
Oh, stop! My mind is worth too much!
Thank you. Take the genetic samples to the Senate Tower on Coruscant. A researcher named Daruda can clone the Shanjuro, repopulate the species. It will be my dying legacy. Leger injected me with awful diseases. Incurable ones. The pain is horrible. I don't want to live like this. Please, kill me.
As long as I get the haul jets out of here, fine.
Thank you.
We are so very impressed you survived Shadowtown. Congratulations.
Did that female Shanjaru fly here?
The repulsor lift cage made a dramatic entrance during the 27th course. The Great Feastmaster was excessively delighted by his female specimen's return. As we assured you, his interest in your Shanjaru was renewed. Druga has already contacted your associate to arrange the details.
Our Shanjaru will be there shortly, Druga dear.
You could repopulate the galaxy. Give the beasts a second chance.
Love to, but I need to install that prototype engine. Maybe next time.
Come on, Risha. Don't leave this hut hanging.
It's a date, Druga. Come see me when you're ready to lift off, Captain.
The Wookiee's final performance begins.
This is gonna upset me, isn't it?
You have affection for the beast? Unfortunate. The gambler refuses to repay his debt to Druga, so the Wookiee is now property of the Great Feastmaster.
Pumicha kulka dumaji taus azalas uval. Eso puda no pachunti fagutaji otovokisa.
You're about to see a real live hero in action.
Ki hasado punyo. Dopi mikusha pidomki.
The way I see it, I'm the life of this party. You should be paying me. Tell you what, I'll take the Wookiee off your hands for free.
Kapatunga. Chisa bija wongi chikatoko. Dodi puna puna. Manchi kabok nonis nemo.
My life is full of trouble, Bodar. If you want to tag along, that's your choice.
Yeah, free to make my life miserable. He smells like a wet bantha.
We do not understand the value you place on this beast, but we will see to it he reaches your starship safely. We bid you farewell. It has been stimulating.
Just in time. I installed that new engine for you. Want to take it for a spin?
Where did you learn to be a starship mechanic?
At my father's knee. He was the best. This prototype is really something. You'll find your ship is a lot more maneuverable. I noticed we have a new addition to the crew. Wookiees are always good for extra muscle. Is this one friendly?
Kick him in the shins and find out.
I'd rather scratch him behind his ears. Wookiees like that, you know. It's funny that a Hutt is helping us find Nock Drain's treasures. Nock used to terrify the cartel.
You know a lot about this obscure gangster.
Obscure gangster? People have written massive holochronicles about him. Not my fault you've been living under a rock. 20 years ago, Nock single-handedly killed half the cartel members in a single night. No one ever figured out how he did it. The surviving cartel members gave Nock control over an entire galactic quadrant as a gesture of respect. The Hutts never took it back.
People are gonna fear me, even more than they did Nock.
Well, it's good to have goals. We're closer than ever to finding Nock Drain's lost wealth, Captain. Let's keep up the chase, shall we? Someone's calling on the ship's holo. Probably a fan. Be a darling and tell them I'm out.
This is Captain Phalara Raid of Free Trader Celestial Crow. If anyone's out there, I need help.
I read you, Captain. What's the situation?
Ship's engines burned out, power cells fading, losing life support. Can't hold out much longer. I am drifting into a sun. I need help getting my engines going. I'll pay if you help with repairs.
You should have mentioned the reward first.
Don't have much, but it's all yours. Transmitting my coordinates now. Please hurry.
Nosy. But is there some reason we're docking with a decrepit starship in the middle of nowhere?
We're here on a rescue mission.
And who's gonna rescue us if things go wrong? I won't tell you how to run your ship, but what am I supposed to do if you don't come back? Boarding another vessel in deep space is tricky. A million things can go wrong.
You know how careful I am.
When you're this far out in space, careful is beside the point. You're at least planning to take some muscle, right? You do have a Wookiee?
I'll have Bodar tag along.
Good. Your odds of surviving just tripled. Good luck over there. I hope you don't need it.
Hi there. Was starting to think you wouldn't show.
Promise me a reward, right? Let's see it.
Yeah, the thing is, there is no reward. Not for you, anyway. This is harder than I thought it would be. You remind me of my sister, and I really like her. Just so you know, this isn't personal. I have to kill you. But it's for love.
Nobody's ever tried to kill me for love before.
It's romantic, right? See this wavy light around my body? It's a ray shield. Blaster fire can't get in or out. Neat, huh?
Nice trick. See you around.
Sorry, I magnetically sealed all the hatches behind you. Shh, quiet. I have to make a call. Stavik? It's me, Feylara. Surprise.
Long time no see, sweetheart. How'd you get this hollow frequency?
Doesn't matter. I've missed you so much, honey bunch.
I miss you too, honey bunch.
What is this, Captain? You're making an army out of my ex-girlfriends?
It's not like that at all. This is your nemesis, right? The captain who stole your ship on Coruscant and made you look stupid?
Why didn't I leave you lovebirds alone?
Got a better idea. I'll leave. Can't think of a better punishment for you.
Don't be like that. You know you love me. You're just afraid of commitment. I can prove how much I love you, honey bunch. I'm killing this nemesis for you. Get her, boys. Wow, you're really good.
Lady, I'm gonna enjoy watching you die.
Let's just call this even. With my ray shield on, you can't hurt me.
Hey, Lara, how are you powering that ray shield?
Portable battery pack.
You know those only last a few minutes, right?
Oh no.
Aw, did the instructions have too many big words?
Honey bunch, my shield is down. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. Die? Kill you later, Captain.
Honey Bunch, wait! He hung up. I thought he loved me.
Skavik doesn't love anybody.
My friends all said he was after my money, but they didn't know how he made me feel.
What's more important to you, your money or your life?
You can have my credits. They won't buy what I really want.
No sense letting all that wealth go to waste.
I unsealed all the hatchets. Here, take the credits. Just leave me alone.
Let me guess. It was a trap.
I hit some turbulence, but I worked things out.
Obviously. But how much time did we lose on this fool's errand? If there's one thing I hate, it's phony distress calls. They make spacers too paranoid to answer the real ones.
This is the last time I answer a distress call.
See what I mean? Let's get out of here. Deep space gives me the creeps. I've set up some new deals on Alderaan and Tatooine. Ready to deliver the rest of this cargo?
I can't wait to meet the buyer of that severed head.
Then I recommend setting course for Alderaan first. Let me know when we're there.
Could have saved me a bundle. Well, enjoy your freedom. I saved you the big bunk. You tell me what a Wookiee might want to buy. I could arrange a run there. I can't imagine Wookiees make good slaves.
Alderaan certainly is the prettiest world on our itinerary. Don't let all that breathtaking scenery fool you, though. This is the most dangerous planet of the core worlds. The nobles here could teach the Sith a few things about backstabbing and assassination.
Backstabbers and assassins? I'll fit right in.
Up to a point. The nobles won't let you forget that you're beneath them. Every so often, the noble families spill their bloodlines fighting for the throne. The current succession war is the bloodiest on record. Since the Empire arrived to put its own puppet in charge, there's no telling who will come out on top.
Local politics put me to sleep. What's our business here?
Your first delivery is a piece of glaze cake. All you have to do is escort that antique power droid to House Organa's castle. Since House Organa runs this spaceport and their castle is right around the corner, dropping off the droid should be a quick run.
The droid's my first delivery. What's the second?
One deal at a time, Captain. Let's focus on dumping that bucket of bolts. The droid belongs to a couple of young nobles, Len Turan and his sister Sidonia. Decent people, all things considered.
Got it. I better get moving.